Welcome back to the Nikki Clarke Show. How's everybody doing? Good? Little wellness check? You're well, okay, fantastic. So happy to, have this amazing conversation with this lovely lady. She's dynamic, she does it all. She's a business coach, she's a consultant, and she used to be a police officer. So I got to hear the story on how she made that major transformation. Please put your hands together and welcome Judith Tait to the show. You're welcome. Well, thank you. You look fantastic. Thank you. Appreciate that. So tell me, what was your journey like? You're doing so many things. You have a TV show. We'll talk about that later. But how did that happen from becoming a police officer to what you're doing now?
Oh, wow. Okay, so policing. So I was in policing for 24 years.
Wow, that's a long time.
Are we on? Okay. Yeah. Okay.
So you started as a police officer, you were saying?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
so for about 24 years. And I would say back in, it's probably about 2015, 16, I tried to get into the canine unit at work because I love dogs and I love anything to do with like fitness. So I went, I did this physical fitness test, which was very strenuous, very hard, and it was timed. And I missed my time by about 30 seconds. And of course, I was absolutely devastated because that was my dream job in my career. But I decided, you know what? I still want to work with dogs, and I still want to serve my community. So I started a dog walking and pet sitting business. I know it's really strange, but that's what I did. And I started that business probably end of 2016, and it was just out of a passion. Started walking dogs, and then it just started to grow. And I had to hire my first team member or a dog walker, and then my next, and it's fluctuated between like 5 and 6. Currently, I'm at 4, and then I just realized like, wow, I've got something amazing here. Like I took a passion, I turned it into a business. I'm serving my community. I'm employing other people in the community. I got to tell everyone about it. I got to teach women that they can start a business and that they can have financial freedom and independence, much like myself and what I found through business ownership. So
Excellent.
That's how I got into the coaching part of it.
Excellent. And from that, you scaled a 6-figure business.
Yes, that's my 6-figure business. My dog walking pet sitting business. Yeah.
And so it's so true. Like you pursue your passion, and then the money will come. The money will follow.
That's right. You follow the passion. You don't follow the money. You follow the passion. And the money just comes naturally.
Fantastic. So now you're at the point now where you're very successful, and you're empowering women to stand out in the business world. So tell me what that looks like. How do you help women that way?
So I help women a couple of different ways. So one is my TV show. It's called At the Heart of Business, and it's on Rogers TV Durham. And At the Heart of Business is a conversation with women in business discussing their challenges and successes. And the reason why I started the show is because, well, during the pandemic, a lot of women businesses were hit hard.
Right.
And this was my way of giving back and giving women a platform to share their story and to share their business, to share the challenges that they had and their successes. And I wanted other women to see themselves in these women that I interview and see that they too can start a business or build a business, or if they're in business and they're feeling discouraged, like, don't get discouraged, keep going. We're all gonna have our challenges, but on the other side of those challenges, there's always wins.
Right.
Yeah.
Fantastic. So what are the recurring challenges that you've heard through your show?
Oh boy, quite a few women started their business just before the pandemic hit, and then everything went into shutdown. So a lot of financial struggles. Some women, they lost their jobs because of all the political part of this. So they lost their jobs, and that was challenging. And then they're trying to start their business in the middle of a pandemic, and of course that presents its challenges. And like where am I going to get my business from? How do I find my clients? You know, what's my brand voice? And you know, how do I get myself out there? How do I become visible? How do people know where to find me?
Right.
Challenges with just taking care of kids, learning at home,
Right.
and then trying to run their business while they're trying to help their kids learn online.
Oh,
I heard a lot
incredible
of that.
challenge. Yeah.
I give those mothers props, because that's not something that I could imagine doing.
Absolutely. No,
Yeah.
no, very difficult. But, you know, kudos to all those parents
Yes.
who made it through the online experience. Yeah,
Yes,
absolutely. So standing out in business is not an easy feat. I know after, you know, so many years as an entrepreneur, it's a lot about being persistent. It looks glamorous, but it's like
Yes.
99% hard work.
Oh, yeah.
So tell me, what advice would you give to someone who is an emerging business owner on how to stand out? Maybe 2 tips.
I would say be yourself and share your story. Set yourself apart from the competition and from all the noise by sharing your story, because only you can do what you do the way you do it. So that, and network. Network with other people in business, whether it be women, men, whatever. Network, collaborate.
Yes.
And you don't have to do it alone. There's people out there that are there to help you and support you and to lift you up.
That is so true. You know, a lot
Yes.
of people think when you're, you know, self-employed, it's about self, but it really is not about self. It's about a
Exactly.
team, and
That's
it's about asking for help. And it's
Exactly.
one of the lessons I learned was to delegate, you know,
Yes.
because you can't do it all on your own.
Exactly. Delegate. Oh, yeah. That's like one of my most favorite words. Delegate, delegate, delegate. Outsource, delegate.
Yes.
The saying that I have is you buy your weaknesses and you sell your strengths. So whatever you're not good at, you pay someone else to do, or you delegate it and you sell your strengths. Focus on what you're really strong at.
Okay.
Yeah.
Excellent advice. And tell me now about the talk show. When did this launch on Rogers?
I've had that show for almost a year. It would have launched last year, June or July. So
Okay.
right around there.
All
yeah,
right.
I love it.
And then, you know, what kind of, like, I know you have mostly women business owners, but what was the most significant one or most outstanding story that came through your way?
Oh boy, the most outstanding story. Well, there's one lady in particular, a young lady. She's a real estate agent. She's only, I think she's about 25. And she's just, it's almost like she's wise beyond her years. It was probably one of the best interviews that I had. Very dynamic, very good speaker. She's killing it in Durham region. Am I allowed to say her name?
Sure.
Yeah, her name is Jaden Kennedy.
Okay.
And she's actually the daughter of a friend of mine. So I've known her since she was a baby, and very proud of her. She's doing well. Just selling houses left, right, and center, and she just bought her own house. So she was just very unique and very innovative in everything that she does. And it was really nice to see that someone at her age, she gets it. She gets it about building wealth for yourself. And she's just so knowledgeable and super smart. So that's the one interview that really, really stands out for me.
Yeah, that's a very encouraging story.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
At such a young age. And
At
it was
such a-
nice because a lot of people at that age, they're still trying to find
their
themselves
way.
and figure things out. And she's got it, you know? So it's very impressive.
Excellent. And when is your show on? When can people watch?
My show airs Monday evenings. Well, it's every other Monday evening at 6 p.m. on Rogers TV Durham.
Okay. Fantastic. So we have to go check that out.
Yes.
Definitely. And what other projects do you have coming up? Anything else that you'd like to share?
What other projects? So I'm going to be launching another one of my visibility programs to help women stand out more online. I did launch one earlier in the year, and I noticed that I need a few changes, so I'm going to be changing that up a bit, and I'll be launching that probably end of June, July. And my newest interest is real estate. So I want to get into like rental properties. My husband and I bought a vacation property out in the east side of Canada in New Brunswick last year. And I thought, wow, we really got something here. Because that, as you know, the housing market has just been going insane. Especially out there. So I've been looking at properties. So my next thing is to get another property and do short-term rentals.
I love it.
Yes.
Fantastic. So, you know, this is another, you know, wealth building opportunity. And
Exactly.
a lot of people, I think, need to tap into real estate. So
Definitely.
that's something that you're going to be sharing, I guess, at your next
Yes.
event.
Yeah, for sure.
Wonderful,
Yeah.
wonderful. So, Judith, where can people reach you on social media?
They can find me on Facebook as, well, Judith Tait. My business page is Judith Tait Coaching. Or they can find me on Instagram at Judith Tait1. And I'm also on LinkedIn as Judith Tait.
Okay,
Yeah.
excellent. Judith, it's always an inspiration to talk to you. Thank you so much for everything you do. Appreciate that.
Thank you for having me. This is wonderful.
Oh, my pleasure. My pleasure. Everyone, Judith Tait. Please follow her on
you.
social media,
Thank you.
and we'll be right back.